Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. In previous lecture, we started chapter 2, that is structural organization of life, in which we started the structure of the cell. Now today's lecture is about the cell cytoplasmic organelle. जो cytoplasmic organelle का topic हमने छोड़ा था, we are going to continue from there and we are going to see each cytoplasmic organelle in detail. So first cytoplasmic organelle which we are going to cover is endoplasmic reticulum, जिसकी abbreviation ER है. It is the network of membranous channel or tubules which are present throughout the cell, starting from cell membrane till the nucleus. Endoplasmic reticulum is of two types, rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Both are similar in structure with a little bit difference. In rough endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes are present on the outer surface, while smooth endoplasmic reticulum is present without ribosomes. What is the function of endoplasmic reticulum? It transports the material within the cell. It provides mechanical support. अंदर से सेल पिचक ना जाए इस वजह उसको बचाने के लिए जो mechanical support provide करता है, that is endoplasmic reticulum, and all of the harmful effects of drugs are detoxified by endoplasmic reticulum. The next organelle is Golgi complex, which was discovered by the scientist Camillo Golgi. इसीलिए इसका नाम Golgi complex, Golgi bodies और Golgi apparatus भी है. These are the smooth membranes that are stacked into flattened fluid-filled sacs containing carbohydrate, glycoprotein and enzyme. जितने भी सेल में substances produce होते हैं या जो भी substances packaging का काम होता है, that is through Golgi complex. Fluid-filled sac है, यानी कि fluid से भरे हुए थैले. The function is cell secretion. It acts like the function of transportation. जिस तरीके से TCS में पैकेज किया जाता है पार्सल जो भी होता है ताकि वो सेव रहे और जहाँ पे पहुँचना है वहीं जाके उसको खोला जाए, इसी तरीके से सेल से जो भी सिक्रीशंस होती हैं दे आर इन द फॉर्म ऑफ गोल्जी बॉडीज़. गोल्जी बॉडीज़ के अंदर वो सेल सिक्रीशंस स्टोर की जाती हैं और जहाँ पे एक्शन साइट होती है वहाँ जाके रिलीज़ हो जाती हैं सेफली. The next organelle is mitochondria. They are generally rod shape or bean shape in structure and they are double membrane. Double membrane means two membranes are present. Inner membrane is folded and the foldings are known as cristae, and that inner membrane is filled with a fluid that is called matrix. Mitochondria is known as the powerhouse of the cell. So all of the energy which is required by the cell are produced by the number of enzymes present in mitochondria. The next cytoplasmic organelle is plastid, which is only present in plants, and depending upon the type of pigment, plastid can be of three types. Number one is chloroplast. Chloroplast, the name is suggesting it has chlorophyll in it, which is a green substance found in leaves and other green parts of the plant. It produces carbohydrates, means the food of plant, by the process which is known as photosynthesis. The next type of plastid is chromoplast, which contains many colored pigment which are not green and found in the colored parts which are not green or in the plant, like fruit, flower, petal, etc. The next is leucoplasts. They are colorless and found in the cells of the underground parts of the plants, and the function is the storage of food in the form of starch. All of the excess food which is prepared by a plant is stored in the form of underground parts, and the food is stored in leucoplasts. Next organelle is centrosome and centriole. Rounded centrosome is present near the nucleus, and these are the cytoplasmic organelle present only in animal cell. Contains two centrioles. Each centriole, if you can see the diagram, is the array of 9 rows of microtubules. The function is very simple. They form spindle fibers, which are the thread-like structures during cell division, which helps the movement of chromosome towards the pole. The next organelle is ribosome. दे आर ग्रेन्यूल्स, दानेदार स्ट्रक्चर होता है, विच आर रिच इन राइबोन्यूक्लिक एसिड, मीन्स RNA. They can be found in two forms in the cytoplasm: free and bounded or attached. If they are attached, they are present in attached form with a rough endoplasmic reticulum. The function is protein synthesis, and because of that function, they are also known as protein factories of the cell. All of the protein which is synthesized in the cell is by the ribosomes. The next structure is fluid. They are vacuole. They are the fluid-filled sac surrounded by membrane, and that membrane is known as tonoplast. Now the number can be different in animal and plant cell. In animal cells, they are numerous in number, more in number. They are small and temporary structures which are formed only when they are required or needed, while in plant cells they are permanent and they are larger in size as compared to animal cell vacuole. They can be one or few in number per cell. If you can see the diagram, the central vacuole on the left side of the diagram is present in plant cell, while a small vacuole is present on the right side of the diagram in animal cell. The function is a storage of all sap of the cell. Now what is cell sap? It is a solution which fills the vacuole of the plant cell or animal cell, which contains sugars, amino acid, base substances, and mineral salts. So all of the sugars, amino acid which are formed in the cell or are found in the cell, all of the waste substances which are the result of metabolism, and mineral salts are stored in plant cell vacuole or in animal cell vacuole. Cells can be of two types depending upon their structural properties. These two types are prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. So what are the differences between them? The first difference is of the nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane is not present or is absent in prokaryotic cell, as nuclear membrane is absent, so they don't have nucleus. While in eukaryotic cell, double nuclear membrane is present, so they have well-defined nucleus. The next difference is of membrane-bound organelles. Prokaryotic cell lack many of the membrane-bound organelles like mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, and other organelles which have membrane, while the eukaryotic cell have all of the membrane-bound structures or membrane-bound organelles. Ribosomes. As endoplasmic reticulum, which is a membrane-bound organelle, is absent in prokaryotic cell, so ribosomes are present freely in the cytoplasm. They are small in size and they are scattered in the cytoplasm, while in eukaryotic, they can be present either in cytoplasm in free form or they can be present in attached form with endoplasmic reticulum. Nucleoplasm. As nucleus is absent, so the fluid which fills up the nucleus, that is nucleoplasm, would also be absent in prokaryotic cell, while in eukaryotic cell, nucleus is present and fluid which fills the nucleus is also present, so nucleoplasm is present in eukaryotic cell. While talking about chromosomes, single chromosome is found in prokaryotic cell, while proper chromosomes in diploid numbers are present in eukaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cells are very simple and smaller in size because they lack many of the organelles, and average size is 0.5 to 10 nanometer in diameter. While the eukaryotic cells are complex and comparatively larger in size, the size range can be 10 to 100 nanometer in diameter. While talking about the examples of prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell, bacteria and cyanobacteria are the examples of prokaryotic cell, while fungi, algae, animals and plants are the examples of eukaryotic cell. Here the lecture is ended. Next topic will be continued in the next class, inshallah. Allah Hafiz.